I'll tell you what, I graduated from Cleveland High School in January of '64, so I got here at UMSL that semester. So I was the second semester here, and I stayed until '67, where I flunked out. So I was at this school for 3 years, trying to prop up a 1-point average the whole time. I was originally a major in English, and then I went to education, and then I went to psychology, all with the attempt to try and bring that grade point up. It never did work, all right? In the meantime, I had started a fraternity, which was one of the reasons why I think I flunked out. The memories of the clubhouse were that we would sit, all of us, in one big table and play cards. And then one of us would go, "Oh, look, it's class time." We all go, "Oh, we missed it. I guess we'll just keep playing," which is another reason I flunked out. I do remember a couple things about, here's one fond memory. Because I don't remember anything about the classes, which is probably another reason why I flunked out. But one of the things I remember was that we would, they had what were called Amana radar ranges, which were a microwave, basically, all right? And that's how you heated your food, because there wasn't any really hot food. You got food out of these dispensers, and then you put it in the microwave and nuked it. And there were a pile of paper plates. And the paper plates were something you grabbed and put your hamburger on and stuck it in the microwave and pressed the button. And we would go there and take about the 5th plate down and tape a penny to it. And so when that person, we all stand around, and when that person grabbed the plate, put their hamburger on it, and stuck it in the microwave, all hell would break loose. There would be like a lightning storm going on there all over their hamburger. Of course, we'd have a great time with it. It was another reason I flunked out, I think, was I was had way too much fun in the cafeteria. The only thing I remember I ended up teaching here, but one of the things that I remember was the fact that there was a classroom, our class in education, that the guy had me so psyched out that I could not stay awake in. It was right after lunch, and I remember I tried very hard to stay awake. I mean, really did. And I would try to prop my eyes open. It was almost like I needed like toothpicks to keep them open, but eventually I would sort of drift off. And he actually knew that, to the point where he would go stand next to me and talk. And I would wake up, and here was this guy standing right over me trying to lecture, and people were looking at me, and I was so psyched out that I could not. I mean, I literally could not stay awake in that class. Okay, so one day, and this is '67, so this was right in the middle of the Vietnam War, and I was getting a deferment because I was in school, and one day the dean of students called me into his office and said, "You are not college material, and you never will be college material, and you're taking somebody's place in this university, and you need to leave." I was horrified. I was really sad. I mean, I really believed him. He was an adult, I wasn't. And, I know I cried, right? But I left, and that sucker turned me in. In 1 week, I had a draft notice. I mean, he had to have turned me in. Well, anyway, I survived. I didn't get to the Army, and I worked for 3 years at McDonald's. Hated it. I mean, just hated the whole idea of working. And then my father paid for me and my then wife to go to school again, and I went for summer at Flo Valley in art. And I discovered I really liked it. And I got A's, the first time I ever got an A in college. And, I couldn't understand why anybody wouldn't do this. It was so much fun. I was getting college credit for having fun. I was looking at naked women, enjoying them. I was having a great time. And so I just decided to major in art, and I ended up back here. And so in '96, I started the art department here, along with 2 people who were already here, and so the rest is history. And they managed to tenure me before they found out what kind of a crabby person I was, and I'm here now. So there you go.